What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the damn video. I hope you're well. I'm great. Thank you for asking today. We are coming in for a full day of eating video. Funnily enough, my food has not changed since the one change I had in Dubai. So it's about 4,250 calories still. All I've done is just go on cycle and I've got up like 5 kilos, which is pretty insane. So I'm gonna walk you through a full day of eating. This falls around about 320 grams of protein, about 575 grams of carbohydrates, and about 60 to 70 grams of fat. I say about because I fluctuate to and from if I fancy something different, especially in the off season where a big part of my, shut your mouth, man. So big part of my life is like so restrictive. I do try and eat different foods as much as I can in the off season. So we can do lots of these full day of eating because the diet will change. So full day of eating, meal one, let's go. Alright guys, so meal one, super simple. Made a few mistakes already, classic. The days when you set out to film a full day of eating, you mess it up. So grab Loki's bacon out, so it's double thick cut bacon. This is so heavy fat, but I was already committed to it. It's already in the pan cooking. So 3 slices of thick cut bacon, there's 20 grams of fat gone for the day, slashed. 2 bagels, these are like, I got one everything bagel and one maple toast, or maple French toast bagel. Just incredible. There's 30 grams of like Philadelphia with, I think it's sour cream and chive, some week and onion, one of the two, and then 350 grams of egg whites. This leaves me at 70 grams of protein, which is pretty good if I'm splitting up my meals into about 4-ish. 70 grams 4 times, plus any trace afterwards. 30 grams of fat. That's literally like half my fat gone, and 100 carb. And then I'm also gonna have like 100 grams of grapes here. So that'll lead me to a nice pre-workout meal. I also will have, with this meal, 2 IU of growth hormone and 15 IUs of Lantus slow release acting insulin. And that's it, meal one. We'll see you. So meal one is done. That kind of finished about 45 minutes ago-ish. It's gonna be about 45 minutes now till I train. I think an hour and a half is a perfect amount of time to let that food digest, but also the salt from the meal get into your body. That's something that's really, really important for a pump hydration. And also at this point, I've had about 2 or 3 liters go in as well. So I'm very well hydrated. All of the ingredients to get a good pumper there. It's just kind of executing that now. Pre-workout going in. I'm using this Ghost pre-workout at the moment. This is like the blue raspberry flavor. Ghost, like all round, they got so much better from when they started. Like the marketing has always been 10 out of 10, we know that. But the actual products definitely started out as like the standard ones. But now, like this has got really, really good ingredients in it. I also put 11 grams of creatine monohydrate in my pre-workout. We've got the red cups today. Shout out to the red cups here. Give your red cup a shake if you're out there drinking from one. And that's it. That's literally all I do pre-workout. We're gonna go train, and then we'll be back for the next meal. I usually have intro. That's one thing you guys will know from the past. I usually have intro. I'm still not having intro because my appetite's pretty high. When my appetite gets lower, I'm gonna bring the intro back in. So let's get training. Hi guys, come back from the gym now. Training's starting to get really, really, really good. Just feeling full, feeling strong. The cycle is in full effect, one would say, which is really, really good. But back in for a post-workout meal. Super simple. The best thing I bought here, I bought this like within the first week here. This is the Ninja. It isn't like a mild investment. I think it's like over £100, maybe $160. I think I paid for it. But we use this like 2, 3, 4 times a day, and we can all use it at the same time. Like it was a no-brainer for investments. If you're a bodybuilder or if you're someone who's short on time or anything like that, I literally just get this, throw it straight in one side of the air fryer. Pick my seasonings of choice, which I think the garlic and onion and the lemon peps is going to be a deadly combination. This is definitely not like the most ideal way to do it, but and I just throw it on top. Now these are pretty like these are salt free, so I don't need to worry so much about how much is that. Give it a little shake around. Turn the air fryer on. Just click air fry, and these honestly go so quick. So for me, like 13 minutes is more than enough to get those perfect. This is like just potato salad. I don't have loads of this because obviously there's a lot of meat on this, but it's like a nice little change just to get in some extra carbohydrates. I'll grab some salad here. Sometimes I'll do like broccoli. Sometimes I'll do some like asparagus or green beans, but big into like spring mix as well. And I always say this, a little tip for nutrition guys is different colors, different textures, different like fiber amounts is going to be really good for you. So make sure you got something crunchy, make sure you got something red, make sure you got something green, all those types of things. They do play into part into like nutrition as a whole. Simple, lazy. I should have bought a rice cooker already. Like I had a rice cooker at home. You guys remember from the old videos. So I've been lazy since I've got here. I think it's pretty expensive here. I might actually start cooking my own rice. I think these cost like maybe like $3 or $4 each, but we will see. Depends how long we stay here. That goes on for 2 minutes. I'll wait until that's nearly cooked and then we'll put this thing together. 50 carb in that. And another 19 fat. I'm gonna go low fat for dinner. Too good. So this is 2 meals in, 150 protein with another 2 meals to go. It's perfect. 350 carb in 2 meals, 54 fat with 20 left. Now, I'm gonna say like the fat that I'm eating, don't eat that fat. Like this is like, I would not eat this daily. I definitely think no more muffins, no more, I'm gonna change like to turkey bacon instead of the normal bacon, especially that thick cut bacon. I'll make a few lower fat options, I think, coming into the bulk of the off season where digestion and how much you can eat is paramount. Lower fat generally helps. So then guys, this meal comes in at 240 carb. After this, I'm gonna have, and you'll see in a minute, 100 grams of Rice Krispies with 30 grams of maple syrup on top, and then the muffin on top of that as well. So that'd be 240 grams of carbs, 24 fat, of which 20 of them is coming from the muffin. So if I remove the muffin, I'm very, very tempted to remove the muffin because I had the bacon this morning. That'd be like 3 or 4 fat, which is just crazy, right? You know, people say, how can you keep your fat so low? It's pretty easy. And then like 80 grams of protein. So the reason why I have more carbohydrates post-workout, we have an upregulation of a glucose transporter. It's called GULT4, glucose transporter 4. Increases your ability to transport glucose. So when you've got a bigger ability to transport glucose post-workout, stimulated by a workout, we feed that window as much as possible. And then feed it again in a couple of hours. And he just runs off back to his house. He just says, bye. Why? So he puts his little hands on your feet. How can I get more in? When I lift my hand up, he like doesn't let go. Hi guys, so coming on to meal 3. I don't eat like the typical bodybuilder, I don't think, but the typical bodybuilder eats like every couple hours, or maybe 3 hours. This is like 4 hours later, because I just much prefer bigger meals. So we have turkey burgers. I'll have 2 like brioche buns, about 25 carb each, and then I will split these potatoes in here. Look how these come out in the air fryer. If you're not using the air fryer, get on it, son. Get on it. So again, trying to match that 70 grams of protein here. There's like 55 grams of protein from the turkey here. There's like a little bit in the bread as well, which of course you've got to account for in your total protein when how much of it is coming from a quality source. 250 grams of potatoes here for me, and then obviously the brioche buns. It comes out 100 carb, 10 fat, and then 70 protein. So this is a good high quality meal. And as for like vegetables, this one we've got a cauliflower, kale and cranberry salad, and then like beetroot with a little bit of feta in there. I won't track those really too much. I'll just give myself like 200 calories at the end of the day, just in case I do eat too many of these. But in the off season, I'm not so worried because I got a lot of muscle mass. I don't get fat too easy. So putting the food in, we'll see you at. So coming into that final meal of the day. Super simple whey protein. It's just a 1-up nutrition, cookies and cream. It's actually not like super nice. You know, like, I'm a drinker of my protein, as is most people. When it's got like bits in it, I think this has bits in it, little cookie bits in it. But when I do that, it's just makes me gag. I'm gonna lie, it makes me gag. So 65 grams of protein here, which is like 60 whole grams of protein, like we said, sticking with the theme. Then have another 100 grams of Rice Krispies. With the Rice Krispies, we have this. You can't get this in the UK, but we have this. It's still almond berries, but it's vanilla, which is unbelievable. It's like the same, exact same calories, but it's vanilla flavored. Very, very good. I'm also gonna have one of these Halo Tops. Probably the sea salt caramel one, which is like 280 calories per after, you know, which is gonna be rounding off the macros pretty darn well. It finishes at about 280 protein, 600 carbs, so a little bit over the carb, a little bit under the protein, and then like around 75 fat at the end of the day. So a few things that I would take, and like we'll do a few of these videos, maybe if you enjoy these, a few things that we'll try and improve for the next video. We'll change those saturated fats to better, healthier fats. We'll try bring that carb level down and that protein level up. As you can see that, you know, it's fine, but you know, if we want to nail everything day in, day out, we'll look to improve on it. So that is a full day of eating. I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.